3 things that's gonna help you get into the game industry. Let's begin. Number 1, find an HR rep. Find a talent acquisitionist on LinkedIn. Do you understand why? You can't do this alone. If you find somebody on LinkedIn that can help you out, an HR member, a talent acquisitionist, they're going to have the jobs that are not on the search engines. They're going to know contacts of other HR reps at different companies. So you could talk to an HR rep that, let's say, Blizzard. They're going to know the HR rep at Riot or Santa Monica Studios or Naughty Dog. And they're going to allow you to skip to the front of the line. So if you submit an application for a job, they can talk to the person that's going to look at your application. That cuts out 90% of the work for trying to do it all yourself. They're putting you at the front of the line, so make sure you find one, contact one, say, hey, my name is fill in the blank. Or for me, I would say, hey, my name is Tyvic. I'm an aspiring game designer that wants to work in more combat related areas. I would love to touch base and get some help on finding a way into the industry. I've looked, I've done it myself, and I'm not getting any results. Can we set up a Zoom call or even just a regular call so we can go over ways to help me out and how to present myself in these interviews? They're going to help streamline your path into getting a job and put you right at the forefront of possibly your dream job. Okay? So find an HR rep ASAP. Number 2, you got to continue to learn. The industry is ever evolving. There's new techniques, there's new applications, there's new software, there's new hardware, all of these things you need to know and be knowledgeable about what comes out. So let's say you're a programmer. Continue to program, learn different ways to program, ways to optimize your code. If you're an artist, figure out new techniques. If you're 3D modeling, figure out new techniques, new shaders, new ways to sculpt things. You need to know this. Always stay updated and always have a project that you're working towards, because that's going to build your skills. One of the downfalls of someone trying to get into the industry is that they worry about their portfolio, the presentation on their website. They worry about LinkedIn. Do you have exactly the right description? Okay, is my resume formatted? Is it indented in the right way? These things at the end of the day really don't matter that much. It's if you have the skills to do the job. So if you can present your skills, that's enough. I've interviewed people that have all of their work in a Google Drive document and you just click on the file and you see it and they've gotten a job. Okay? So stop stressing out the perfect color scheme, the font to put on your website, because quite frankly, nobody really cares. Nobody looks at it. I've been in several interviews so far, and when somebody links us the website or the resume, we hardly even look at it. It's nice to get a glimpse of where you've been, but at the end of the day, how do you present yourself in the interview? Are you able to adapt to the conversation that we're trying to have in the interview? And do you have the design skills or the art skills to actually learn and teach maybe us something on the fly during the interview? These things are way more important. Soft skills are now being sought after. People who know communication, people who can present themselves well, these all matter. Conveying ideas clearly and precisely is the key now. And that leads me to point number 3, and that's going to be communication. You have to know how to talk clear and concise, like I was saying, and actually be able to talk to people in a lingo that they understand. So if I am in a design pod, I'm a designer who's, let's say, working on combat, and I need to talk to an animation artist. I need to be able to clearly communicate with them, what the goal is. And you can't do that if you have trouble conveying your ideas or speaking their lingo. So always make sure you know a little bit about someone else's discipline. So as a designer, I know the pipeline for artists, I know the pipeline for concept, I know the pipeline for sound effects, so that I can speak other people's lingo and improve my communication when we're trying to get towards a goal. So always make sure, actually, you know what? Here's a tip. Go to the mirror and talk to yourself. If you're in the car, talk to yourself. Have a full-blown conversation where you're contributing to both sides of the conversation. That's gonna help you learn better communication. Because who's a better person to talk to than yourself? You're fucking awesome, okay? Go ahead and talk to yourself. You might even find something that you didn't even know about yourself. Tip number 2 with communication. Pull up your favorite song that has lyrics in it. And I need you to crank up the volume all the way. And I want you to sing along word for word as clear and precise and as enunciated as you can. If you like rap, put on some Kendrick Lamar. Like I use Kendrick Lamar Swimming Pools to actually warm up my voice. Or maybe put on some Eminem. Try to rap one of Eminem's songs without any slurred words. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be beneficial in the end. If you like rock music, get that guttural roar that the rock music has. If you listen to heavy metal, and that's gonna help you with communication. Just like voice flow, pronunciation, projecting your voice, that's gonna help out a lot, okay? And that's going to be mainly what people look at nowadays because everything's remote. You talk over Zoom, you talk over Google Chats. You need to be able to convey your ideas. And what better to do than to have fun with it? Sing your favorite lyrics, talk to yourself, be a crazy person for a little bit, and get comfortable with just talking. I don't even care if you're not talking about anything. You can say, hey, this is a lovely carpet today. It's kind of sunny outside and this light is kind of bright in my face, but you know what? This light switch on the wall is kind of looking at me strange. As a matter of fact, this heater on the wall is not even working right now. But I got a green hoodie behind the camera and everything, and I plugged that socket into, what? Plugged the socket? No. I plugged the plug into the, I plugged the plug into the wall, and then now the fan is hooked up, and that's probably what you're hearing on the side. It doesn't even matter what I talk about. Just make it clear and concise, okay? All right, so anyways, to wrap it on up, let's go back, let's recap. Number 1, find you a human resources representative or a talent acquisitionist on LinkedIn. Build a relationship with them so that way they can put you at the front of the line for any new job that comes out that you're interested in, and they'll be able to help you find jobs that are not even listed online yet. Number 2, continue to learn. Don't get so tunnel vision that you forget to actually increase your skills. Your portfolio, your website, your LinkedIn, it does matter, but it doesn't matter to the point where you're spending more time on that stuff than actually learning the skills to do the job. Don't do yourself a disservice because you'll be left behind in the dirt because everybody's out here putting in extra time while you're stressing about the unimportant things. Find an HR rep and you don't need to go ham on website, portfolio, all of that stuff, okay? Moving on. Number 3, communication. Work on your communication. Sing your favorite song. Talk to yourself. Or just describe the room like I was doing, okay? Not that complicated. All right, peace out until next time. But before you peace out, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna be making more videos. That way I can help you all get into the industry faster than I did. Don't be like me. I spent a year after college trying to do it all myself. And I pretty much went into a depression. It's the darkest time of my life, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So I'm trying to help you accelerate your timeline for actually landing a foot into the industry. Catch you in the next video. Keep a lookout. Peace.